Hold up.
恐れることはない。もっと来てよ。私の邪魔をするなんてずいぶんいい度胸してるわね。私がいる場所が戦場よ。滅びなさい。懺悔しなさい。私も行けます。私について全てを粉々に潰します。私がいる場所が戦場よ。私の邪魔をするなんて私も行けます。
Just knocking these out. I might stream from the computer after this. Depends. But yeah, I think the adapter I used, I think the wire is just bent. So I noticed last time I tried streaming from the computer with the phone that if I like moved the phone slightly, it would disconnect. So I'm at home right now. I'm not at my neighbor's house. I've been stressed out lately. I knew that was stressing me out. So I'm like, I'm not gonna bother. Stream from the phone. It's decent enough. It's not as good as streaming from the computer, of course, but the phone's pretty powerful enough to handle it. Next major thing I'll do on the phone anyway is probably the new for the channel at least. Probably be the Pinnacle of Combat new version whenever that comes out. Besides that, this is getting a PC port. Phantom Blade, when that comes back, that's gonna have a PC port too, and console. That'll be on PlayStation and PC. I think Xbox too. I'm not too concerned about it tonight. Just want to play. It works this way. It looks worse, but probably get a new adapter in a couple days. Priority right now. The City Girls 2 is tomorrow anyway.
々にあがいてみせ。コミクス、私の邪魔をするな。私のプラス全て粉々に私がいる場所が戦場よ。あがいてみせてコミクス。了解です。消滅、情けないよ。楽しんでくれとする。主は許しません。断じしなさい。情けないよ。楽しみにするとする。断じしなさい。断じしなさい。この矢はあなたに哀れみです。断じしなさい。私の邪魔をするなんてずいぶんいい度胸をしてるわね。あがいてみせて攻撃場。私がいる場所が戦場よ。あがってもっと来てよ。私も行きます。了解です。私がいる場所が戦場よ。全てを粉々に潰すのは最高だわ。見せてコミクス。よそ始まってます。もう信じを尽くす。情熱。滅びなさい。断じしなさい。情けないや。楽しんでくれとする。私について恐れることはない。全てを粉々に潰すのは最高だ。私がいる場所が戦場よ。私の邪魔をするなら全てを粉々に潰すのは最高だわ。私の邪魔をするなら滅びなさい。主は許しません。断じしなさい。この矢はあなたに哀れみです。断じしなさい。主は許しません。情けないや。楽しんでくれとする。星々はあなたたちを深淵へと導くでしょう。情けないや。楽しんでくれとする。この矢はあなたに哀れみです。断じしなさい。主は許しません。情けないや。楽しんでくれとする。私がいる場所が戦場よ。全てを粉々に潰すのはあがいてみせてコミクス。了解です。滅びなさい。断じしなさい。主は けこの矢はあなたの憐れみです。私について恐れることはあがいてみせてゴミクズ。みんなを順次尽くす消滅の星々はあなたたちを深淵へと導くでしょう。滅びなさい。
Even ranged characters are fun to play in this game. Normally in fast-paced action games like melee characters suck, but no, she's pretty fun to play. You definitely have to manage your orbs though, otherwise can't do much. But if you get in a good rhythm, you can keep her in that MLG mode like constantly. Let's see, I think I'll power up some of the other guys. Let's see, I got Stuff the homie here. He could use some help. What's up, Albie? How you doing? I'm at home right now, by the way. I'm not at my neighbor's house. I just don't feel like getting. I don't feel like getting pissed off at my HDMI adapter. I've determined that's the only thing that's wrong with when I try to stream from the phone at home. That's the only problem. It's the adapter. There's nothing wrong with the phone. So I'm just streaming from the phone tonight. I don't feel like getting frustrated over something that you already have the solution to, which is just to go buy a new one. I just can't do that for another couple days, but when I do, I'll have better quality on phone streams again. I figure not too many people are really interested in watching this game anyway, so I don't want to put too much effort into it. I need to get one eventually. It's just going to be a while. Alright. So I got fire, dark, and ice. Pretty good now. I guess we'll do that again with the ice team. How about that? That sounds fun. So next wave opens tonight. River City Girls 2 is in the morning, so I'm very excited for that. Let's hope the boss fights are better. Boss fights in River City Girls will get sucked. I like the rest of the game, but standard problem. Just give you this big, deep combo system and this big list of moves, and then the bosses just walk through everything. Hopefully that's been fixed, but judging that they're going to have online play in this one, I kind of doubt it. I seriously doubt they will. That and the loot system sucks as well. I like the rest of the game. I played it a lot. Beat it multiple times. Good game, but some of the stuff they had in there felt half-baked. Seems like those are the things that they're going to be fixing, so we'll find out in the morning. I'll be up in the morning to play it. I already bought it. It's already loaded up and everything. They said today that just like an hour ago, that the Western version is delayed for some reason. I'm like, why? Like, what the hell is wrong? They don't even know when it's supposed to come out. Weird. I've never heard that happen before. Why is an American developed game coming out in Japan first? Not very common. Japan developed games come out here first all the time. Metroid games, Zero Mission and stuff came out here first because there's more people that care about Metroid over here than in their own country. But the game is developed here. Like, what the hell's wrong? That makes no sense. That was developed not far from me. They're in the same state as I am. They're in California too. That has like no bearing on anything. Kunio franchise has been kind of a joke until Americans started making games anyway. They've been using those same sprites in the Kunio games for like 30 years now. The Japanese ones aren't bad. They aren't bad games. It's just, they're not what you want. The River City Girls games feel like an actual evolution. They actually have like new sprite for one and new gameplay mechanics and stuff. It's not just the same sprites over and over. The Three Kingdoms one was decent, but it had a lot of really stupid design decisions and stuff. It was a good game. I'd say that was the best one to come out of Japan. One of those franchises where the Americans are better. They're making better games than the Japanese owners of it. Just like Sonic. Sonic Mania is just like basically just an official fan game. That's really all it is. But it's better than the stuff that Japanese teams are doing. People like it. I'd say, honestly, Kunio franchise has been way worse off than Sonic. Sonic's had a couple good games here and there. Kunio has just been embarrassing. How many times can you use those sprites? They're very expressive. They're classic sprites. They're very influential. But I don't know. There comes a time when you need to replace them. And you've been using them for like literal generations. I think it's time to move on. Everyone complains about the Mega Man sprite, which gets used to death, and then the Morgan sprite from Darkstalkers. I'm like, man, they've used those Kunio sprites for like way longer than both of those combined, and like way more games too. Like they're still making games with those sprites, like. They haven't used the NES Mega Man sprite in an official game in like over a decade now. I think it's time to stop. Stop giving that all the credit for sprite reuse. Like, no, they just put out a game with the old ass Kunio sprites like last year. Nah, I think Kunio is worse. Kunio is way worse than Morgan. No, to be fair, the thing about the Morgan sprite is that, you know, they could have redrawn it. The problem is that the other sprites were from that era too, like TVS2 and stuff. They had sprites from the Alpha games and stuff, which were released around the same time. I feel like in an alternate universe, if they had redrawn that sprite, it still would have been awkward. Just because it's stuck with other sprites that are from around the same time. Cudio is just like, they don't want to make a new sprite, so... I think it's worse in my opinion. Also, a game with those sprites just came out like last year, barely a year ago. I feel like the Mega Man sprite is a little bit unfairly discriminated against too, because honestly it's more from fan games and sprite comics and official stuff that it got used to death. Although when Mega Man 9 came out, people were very unhappy. They wanted a new looking Mega Man, like more modern pixel art, new sprites and stuff, and we'll come back with that. But the thing about that game is once it came out, people actually liked it because it was a solid entry. It wasn't like revolutionary or anything. Outside of the fact that they got rid of the charge shot and the slide, it still felt like a pretty good game. And I think the Mega Man sprite gets a little bit unfairly discriminated against too. There's a billion ROM hacks and sprite comics and Flash stuff where you saw those sprites for like ages. All between, you know, when they stopped making Mega Man games that often. Like actual official entries, it wasn't used that much. In the 90s it was. In the 90s there was the six NES games and then like the 5 Game Boy games. I feel like Samurai Warriors movesets don't get that kind of discrimination either, even though it's more deserved there. They used those movesets for like 15 years. They used them for a really long time, and people got sick of them. They kept trying to add stuff onto them, but it was still just like a band-aid on the problem. They've been using these movesets since the PS2 days. We need to change it. We've been recycling it like way too long. We like tried to do like more interesting stuff with the combat, but you know we're still using the same attacks from like PS2 era. Kind of made it feel kind of hollow to me. That's pretty bad recycling in video games as well. It's not really talked about much. And then when they finally do get rid of those movesets, they have everybody as a clone, so... Everybody's a clone and the game design is like way worse. Gee, thanks. Finally got rid of those decrepit movesets, but the gameplay is worse and there's like only a dozen movesets in the game. For like 40 characters.
私の視界の外へケーキを片付けないといけないようだね。人の眠りを邪魔するやつを。
Honestly, that's probably why companies don't like to replace stuff like
私
that.
が指揮官の翼です
Because they have to make
指
everything
示
from
をお願いしま
scratch.
すカラスよ私の刃になってください
I feel like people liked most of the redesigns in Samurai Warriors 5, but kind of didn't really go over that well. It's because a lot of people's favorite characters either weren't in the game or they clones in that game were pretty crappy. Didn't really have any major differences. They had like one R1 move and like one charge attack. It wasn't enough to really play them over the other clone that has better unique attacks.
私が指揮官の翼です退きなさい先人のこの一撃でカラスよ私の刃になってください
勝たなければ無意味です。予想通りの攻撃についてこの一撃で勝利への道を切り開きます。目を閉じて安らかに眠れ。
生徒たち先人のカラスは
好き見つけましたよ。
カラスよ私の刃になってください
ちょっと解決し長く眠れ。好き見つけましたよ。目を閉じて安らかに眠れ。落ち着いて考えます。ケーキを片付けないといけないようだね。人の眠りを邪魔するやつを。素晴らしい戦術でした。指揮官。
Dynasty Warriors movesets as well are recycled to death. The mobile game still uses those movesets, the ones from 7. They're still using them. That game was pretty solid. I didn't hate it. I spent some money on it. I just stopped because too many microtransactions in that game. Really overbearing about it. And like a different hot sale, like every 3 days you play the game. I'm like, dude, I'm not made of money. It's like chill a little bit. But yeah, the excitement of playing that Dynasty Warriors mobile game is kind of falls flat fast when it's those same movesets we've been using for like 12 years. The one made by Koei uses Dynasty Warriors 9 combat, but you can't really play it with a controller, so I lost interest. Give me the meteor. Give me the meteor. Cheapskate. No meteor. Do one more. What do we got here? There we go. Banzan Masaijin. Cool. This weapon is trash. Looks like there's a weapon shop. I'll take this. That got me killed. Doesn't matter. It's not a good idea to take that curse. There's a lot of elite class enemies around now. Interesting. The hits I got left. 9 more. Should be good. If not, we'll try again. Oh wow, that might actually be good to take. Stats and damage. So yeah, we'll take that. That should help. Fat damage boost. I got 2 slots. That's a tough decision. No, I don't want that. I'm too fragile right now. Do something good, you dingus. Alright, I'll take that. Save the rest for later. I should try to add something to this weapon too. It's actually pretty good with what I've got right now. Chance. 50% chance. Curse gone in 3 hits. Good. Not a bad start. Kind of died at the beginning there, but it doesn't matter. I don't have anything left to unlock in this game, really. Kind of have a clear file. If I lose the run, it just means I gotta play again. No big deal. Let's get rid of this. That looks better on paper, but that's actually a terrible weapon. Even the crit is worse. Legendary weapons in this game are kind of deceptive in a way, because sometimes you think that they're better, but they're not. Sometimes they're not worth taking. They're worse than the lower tier ones that you have. Alright. Hold off on that one. I got 2 allies. Hell yeah. Got a little army here. The posse. This is a fun run. Pretty rare to get 2 allies. fusion of cultures. Got the shadow jutsu going on. British guy. It's like the Godfrey Ho movies. Old, like, balding white guy. It's a ninja. Actually, don't know if Afterimage will be that useful right now, unfortunately. Clearly he's missed me. I haven't played this in a couple days. This weather's so fun. I love this game. I never really get frustrated at it. It's just enjoyable. You know what? Let's do the Kraken. Let's do the Kraken because I don't think I have all the stuff there. I go to the desert a lot. Mix up. I think I still have some stuff to get from here too. It doesn't appear that often. I'm just gonna make a beeline to the exit. Going all damage this run. 60% damage. Holy shit. Doing like 400 damage. The one that makes the Tiger Charge come out faster would have been nice, but I didn't really manage my rerolls that well. I don't need it though. Really like that more stuff is viable in this game now than before. It really feels like you get screwed over too bad. I think the Soul Booties really did a wonder on this game's balancing. It was like you can, as long as you make the right decisions, you take stuff, you can build around it. It took off like a dozen health bars. Also, the peddler died too. He fought until the end. He had no Viking funeral. I didn't even know the NPCs could die. I think it's just they have a lot of health. But it's actually pretty uncommon for you to get an NPC at the first level. That was fun. That was a very weird, unorthodox run. Yeah, the peddler, I didn't even know the NPCs could die. I thought they were immortal. Highly unlikely for you to get that, though. It's not common for that to happen. Most of the time you're lucky to get one. We'll do another run later. I think that's going to do it for this part of the stream. I might play some Death's Gambit a little bit. I've been playing that offline. That game's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't feel like streaming phone games to the computer right now because it's just going to keep, the signal's going to keep cutting out. PGR especially, I don't want to play that like that because you can't pause that game. This game you can pause. PGR does not have a pause button you have easy access to, so sorry for the quality or lack thereof. I try to have the best quality I can, but right now adapter's crapped out. So thanks for watching. I'll probably come back a little bit and we'll play maybe some Death's Gambit Afterlife. I've been enjoying that game. And then in the morning at I think it should be 8 a.m., 8 or 9 a.m. my time. River City Girls 2 will come out. So I think it's only going to be out on Switch, as far as I know. It does have English text. I don't know if it'll have the English voice acting. I prefer the English voice acting, actually. I know that's not the usual weeb opinion, but I really like the voices in the first one. So we'll see what happens. I'll catch you guys later.